Hello, is this Sinister Gambino here with a new stream? In this stream, I'll be going over the event week for this week. That started on Thursday in Grand Theft Auto Online, at least not an early Tuesday, but an early Monday. So a day earlier than usual, but yeah. Title is the like 3 times money RP on the Freemode event. They called them Freemode challenges for the Newswire, but I called them Freemode events because I think other times they refer to them as Freemode events, so it's basically the same thing. And yeah, Freemode events takes out the characters and Freemode challenges for the title, so that's what I had to do to get it to fit. There's also 3 times money RP on hunting pack, seems to just be the regular one, at least going off the Newswire. If you know, this remix could also be included as well. And then 2 times money RP on transform races. And then also a free post for rally is a thing as well, apparently. And yeah. Obviously, I'll be going over the rest of it throughout the rest of the event week for stuff that was unfit and title and rest of spectator, because there's only so much characters to work with. But yeah. Starting off, I did actually like work some more on that like content thing I mentioned on the last stream, being like the next episode of contact mission content, the casino story missions. In fact, I got all the footage done now. I just need to like finish it up and stuff. And yeah, I just mentioned it yesterday, so I made some pretty good progress on it for yesterday, like after that stream and stuff. But yeah, I believe the podium vehicle is known as the Ballistic Cayo,
Ready for some real excitement? Bet on
which is
the
from
ponies at the
Casino
Inside
Resort
Track, the
DLC,
premier
I'm pretty
horse
sure.
racing lounge at the Diamond Casino and Resort.
Welcome.
I'll do my one typical wheel spin for the week. And yeah, I'm not really too fond of getting this vehicle or anything, so yeah, I don't really care to spin it anymore than this. Wow, actually I almost got it, man. I'll take the 50,000 instead though, because again, I wasn't really looking forward to the King Joe. And that one's actually a compact or something, and I don't even think it's the best compact anymore, but it might still be one of the better compacts, because compact's not a very common class. Apparently this is it, the Ballistic Cayo. Look on the Newswire, make sure this is it. Yes, apparently it is Ballistic Cayo, which has to buy it now at $580,000 or a trade price of $435,000, so yeah. Really not getting much savings of it. If you include delivery, you could go upwards to like 600,000. But yeah. At least for savings, not a very great podium vehicle in that regard. But yeah, Ballistic Cayo is in the compacts class indeed. Funnily enough, I think all the ballistas besides for the one actually called Ballistic Compact is in the Ballistic Compact class, whereas Ballistic Compact's actually in the like support class. But yeah, for lap time, Ballistic Cayo is 3rd place for the compacts class out of 14 compacts. one's a non-raceable window being Izzy Arena, and I could probably get like the boosts from like all the other arena vehicles. So yeah, if you include like the Izzy Arena, which is non-raceable, it kind of moves down to 4th. But still top 3, top 5 in the class isn't really bad at all. And then for top speed, with the Kanjo is actually 2nd place for top speed. But again, it could move as low as 3rd place because of the Izzy Arena being a non-raceable option. So like, at bare minimum, top 5 lap time, at bare minimum, top 3 top speed. Very good performance, I'd say. But again, there's barely any compact vehicles in the game. There's only 14 compacts in this entire game, so not really too good in that regard, considering it's a very small vehicle class. Not to mention, when you really want to be able to do like compact races in this game, like who's really going to be doing compact races, unless it's part of like a transform race. Well, actually no, plus the Kanjo wouldn't be part of any of the Rockstar created transform races for sure. So I don't think they'll let you use like any vehicle of a class in any case. You're not a very useful class for racing. And the way you get that trade price, by the way, is by using it as a getaway vehicle for Diamond Casino Heist. So you literally just have to select it as a getaway vehicle. You don't have to use it, you just have to select it and pass the heist for Diamond Casino Heist. Wait, a premium race. Premium race for the week is multiple in for muscle car class. But yeah, top 3 for the muscle car class for lap time. Number 1 for the muscle car class for lap time is the Yosemite, the Class A Yosemite. Pretty sure that's the manufacturer, but yeah. We had a regular Yosemite, not to be confused with Drift Yosemite, is number 1 for lap time for muscle car class. That one's probably only like a couple $100,000 for stock vehicle. And Pisswasser Dominator is number 2 for lap time for the muscle car class. Pisswasser Dominator, I believe, is the only one that's on lap time and top speed within the top 3. All the other ones are less than 3rd place. So like 4th or higher or whatever. In like either lap time or top speed. And Pisswasser Dominator as well as like a returning player thing content. I don't think you have to be a returning player anymore. I think they did release these vehicles publicly. But yeah. I think any returning player in the game can get the Pisswasser Dominator for free, and by returning player I mean someone who has like a PS3 or Xbox 360 copy of the game. And then current gen for GTA, I mean being PS4, Xbox One, PC, because the expanded and enhanced versions aren't out yet, obviously. Anyone who has like a 7th and 8th gen version of Grand Theft Auto 5 linked to a social club, I believe, gets the Pisswasser Dominator for free. Even if not, I think it's around the same price range as the Yosemite. And finally, third place for a lap time for muscle car cost is the Sabre Turbo Custom, which requires upgrading it at Benny's or any Benny's alternative for the Sabre Turbo to get to the custom version. So the upgrade price, it's probably a very cheap vehicle, so it's probably a more expensive upgrade price. I think cheaper vehicles get more expensive ones. So probably anywhere around like 750 to $1 million at max, I'd say. For that upgrade price, I wouldn't bother with a Sabre Turbo Custom. And yeah, number 1 for top speed for the muscle car class is the Pisswasser Dominator, which is number 2 for lap time as well. Definitely the best option for sure. Number 2 for top speed for muscle car class is the Gauntlet Classic Custom. That one I believe is like normally a couple to few $100,000, so the upgrade price might not be as much as the Sabre Turbo Custom, but still put into account as custom like upgrade prices and stuff. I just don't really say it's not worth it. And finally, third place for top speed for muscle car class is the Gauntlet Hellfire, which that one's probably another like few $100,000, somewhere around there for a stock vehicle. And yeah, kinda looks like it seems to be on the highway somewhat, at least for muscle in, so top speed could be the better one. But yeah, considering there's a vehicle for lap time and top speed in the top 3, being the Pisswasser Dominator and also the returning player benefits with it, I say it's definitely hands down the best choice. Now for that regular time trial. Regular time trial for the week is LSIA 2. But yeah, you have to go to LSIA, like the highest point in Galileo Park. Our time being 2 minutes 24 seconds. But yeah, thanks to this building or like this building, I think this one's Court Center, so I think this one is Galileo Park. So I think you have to go all the way like over here or something. Or at least that's what I think. So where's that regular time trial again? But yeah, I typically go over to supercar and then motorcycle classes, so I'll be doing that. However, I'll be going off of memory, and my memory should be correct. But yeah, I'll start with supercar class. First place for lap time for supercar class is the Progen Emirates, which is like 2,750,000, I believe, for a stock vehicle, and it's a Down Resort DLC vehicle. Same with the second place for lap time, so they're pretty recent on the website for Legendary Motorsport. Number 2 for lap time for supercar class is the Benefactor Krieger. I believe that one's 2,550,000, so like 200,000, I believe, is cheaper than the Progen Emirates for a stock vehicle. And in third place, I believe, changed from the S80RR to the Dodge Wagner. Apparently the S80RR got a nerf or whatever for the S80RR. From what it looks like, I'm roughly 1322 spreadsheet. But yeah, apparently they did Dodge Wagner, which I believe is like 1.5 million around there. That's the new like third place option for lap time for supercar class. So that one's like way more affordable. However, Cayo Perico Heist in the game, I just say, like, do another couple more heists for, like, the Emirates or something. And then for top speed, first place for top speed for the supercar class is Professor 811, which is 1,135,000 or 145,000, one of those two from like Finance Colony update. By the way, the Wagner is from like the gun running update, so like mid 2017 for like where it would be on the Veteran Motorsport website. And Professor 811 is like mid 2016, so a good bit down from the Wagner as well on that one. And then number 2 for the supercar class for top speed is the Principe and Devastate 8. Principe Devastate 8, that one's like 1.7, 1.8 around there for the stock price, and that's from like the Doomsday Heist to like late 2017. So up a tiny bit more from like the Wagner in terms of like the order of vehicles on Veteran Motorsport. And then finally, third place for top speed for the supercar class is the Banshee 900R, which again is one of those Benny vehicles. You have to upgrade it, which involves upgrading the $130,000 Banshee at Benny's or any alternative. So it probably gets it to around $1 million if you include that upgrade price. So probably might as well just go to the 811 if top speed's what you're going for, and if you want to use like a supercar or something. But yeah. And then into motorcycles. First place for lap time for the motorcycle class is the Nagasaki Shotaro, which is like $2.2, $2.3 million for stock vehicle. I believe that one you have to unlock for purchase though. Yeah, I believe that one definitely has to be unlocked for purchase. I think you have to actually play a match at deadline. I don't think you have to win, but I believe you have to play a match at deadline to get Shotaro available for purchase. One of the only vehicles in the game these days that you have to actually like unlock before you can purchase, which is kind of weird, but still. So if you don't have it on your Legendary Motorsport website, that would be why. And yeah, that one you can going forward or backward or stick for best possible speed. I believe it's the only motorcycle that works that way. Then number 2 for lap time for motorcycle class would be the Hakuchou Drag. Shitsu Hakuchou Drag. Like $800,000, $900,000 for a stock vehicle. That one's on the Dream Motorsport website like late 2016 around there with like the bikers update, part of the bikers update. It's around the same area as the Taro. And Hakuchou Drag, I think you have to lean forward with stick for best possible speed. As if you're doing like a stoppy kind of. Most vehicles you have to do as a wheelie when it comes to motorcycle class for best possible speed. So it works similarly to ATV where you have to lean forward with stick for best possible speed with Hakuchou Drag. Because yeah, drag motorcycles can't really wheelie, surely. And then finally, for lap time for motorcycle class, third place would be the Body 801, which is 10,000 or even a couple thousand under 10,000 for a stock vehicle. It's not very expensive at all whatsoever. Not only is it the cheapest of the motorcycles that we're going over, it's also the only one that's top 3 for top speed, in addition to top 3 for lap time as well. All the other ones are only top 3 for lap time or top 3 for top speed. So Body 801 is definitely the best bet, I'd say, for the time trials. Any time trial really known maxed out. I don't know if it's like 100% straight or like 100% lap time, which is like practically never. It's probably like always a mix of both. But yeah, going to top speed. Again, I'm going off of memory, since I pretty much always have to go off of supercars and motorcycles. Pretty much mention knows every single event week, obviously, when going over to time trial. But yeah, first place top speed for motorcycle class. Changed with the latest update, and it's the Manchester Scout, because obviously Manchester Scout's a brand new vehicle in the game. That's the latest update. So yeah, Manchester Scout is actually number 1 for top speed for motorcycle class. So if you think a majority will be straights, not a lot of like cornering and stuff, Manchester Scout could be one of the better options for sure. But I'd probably just go with a body 801 since it's only 1 for top 3 lap time and top 3 top speed for motorcycle class. And I recommend motorcycles because they're a lot more spacious. They don't take as much space as like a supercar, obviously. And obviously, like, traffic isn't disabled or anything. But yeah. With the body 801 onwards for any vehicle mentioned, you have to lean backward with stick, by the way, as if you're doing a wheelie for best possible speed, as like 95% of motorcycles work that way, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Manchester Scout as well, I think, is actually on like a 40% off Prime Gaming discount at the moment. I believe it's the last week to get 40% off the Manchester Scout. It's only like under $1,000 anyways, normally, so I really won't bother with it. Plus it was like an extension of like a normal discount from like a couple weeks ago, which is really dumb, but still. And then, yeah. Number two for top speed for the motorcycle class. That's actually the BF400. Whatever manufacturer makes that vehicle, not entirely sure. I think it's BF400 actually. I think I might have said BF, but yeah, that's actually the manufacturer. Probably similar price range, obviously, as the Manchester Scout for that one. And now that's been dethroned to number 2 for top speed for the motorcycle class. There is actually still a good reason for getting the BF400 aside for time trial purposes. And you can actually use it for off-road races, even though it is a motorcycle. You can use it for off-road class races as well, even though it's not part of the off-road class. And because it's a motorcycle, it's an advantage over pretty much the rest of the class when it comes to the vehicles. So not only is it a pretty good top-speed time trial vehicle, it's also able to be used good for off-road races as well, apparently. And then finally, again for third place for top speed is also the body 801, so we're now top 3. So we're now third place for lap time is the body 801 is also third place top speed as well. And I'll check, make sure I was correct on those. Alright, I did remember motorcycles correctly. And yeah, checking supercars right now, making sure my numbers are right. Since I did go off of memory. And yep, everything I mentioned was right. So yeah, that's the typical advice for really any time trial. And yeah, RCB and Dito Time Trial for the week is a little Soul Park. And yeah, for good RCB and Dito Time Trial guides, a good YouTuber for RCB and Dito Time Trial guides from what I've seen is GTA Men. He seems to do time trial guides for regular and RCB and Dito time trials every time they get a release. So every time they get another release into the game, he does a new guide for them. So I say GTA Men is a very good channel to look into for guides. Or there's GTA series videos as well, but they don't commentate, so you have to like really watch what they do and stuff. But yeah, now I want to go over money opportunities. But yeah, I'll start off with the ones in the pause menu first, which will basically be the ones on the spectator. So the one on the title will be for later, obviously, because those can't really be shown off on the pause menu or really anything. Unless I were to do one on stream, but it requires being like at least a 6-player lobby, 7-player lobby minimum, I think, for getting Freemode events. So I won't be doing that. Plus it requires like luck and stuff as well, because business battle is going to spawn too. But yeah, starting off with Transform races. But yeah, Transform races, honestly, they might be like the very worst type of races that could be on 2x mini RP. Reason being is they require owning very particular vehicles in the game. So yeah, there are certain ones in certain races that don't have customizations whatsoever, so yeah. For example, if something like a Frogger gets used, something that doesn't get like customizations in the game, there's really no way to get an advantage with certain vehicles. Most of the vehicles used in these Transform races, however, do have the options for customizations. So yeah, you pretty much need to really know what kinds of vehicles are in like every single map for the Transform races if you want to do the best in them. So you do really gotta be an expert when it comes to these Transform races, like knowing what vehicles are in what particular maps and stuff. So yeah, obviously the best way to beat every one of them is to have every single one of those custom vehicles. And a lot of them probably have vehicles, obviously, that are pretty much purely for racing purposes, so you might not have a lot of them, obviously. But if you have like a lot of the different vehicles for a lot of these Transform races, sure, you can be pretty good. And you could have that advantage, because not a lot of people are going to have those custom vehicles, necessarily, but yeah. It's such a hassle, I feel, so for that reason I feel Transform races really aren't that worth doing. And that's at least when it comes to racing other players. Don't really mean for solo. I believe when it comes to solo, I believe you get like the maximum playout. I believe you get maximum payout in like 8 minutes on a Transform race or something. And I believe the maximum payout on like double money is like 16,000. So it can be okay if you just make sure you do a race for like 8-10 minutes. But yeah, crew leader is better, I'd say, for sure. It's probably the weakest of them. Just because you really have to know the in and outs on like what vehicles are used in them in the first place. But yeah, there's probably some guides out there and stuff for like all the like useful vehicles for like the Rockstar Parade Transform races. I'm sure there's probably some guide out there or something. But yeah. But yeah. Even though it only mentioned Hunting Pack, I believe, for the Newswire, it does include the remix as well. Which I figured, I think, is I believe they used an image of like an armored Kuruma or something. I don't think armored Kuruma is even used in any of the like regular Hunting Pack maps. So I kind of figured there would be remix as well. But yeah. The way they worded it on the Newswire suggested only Hunting Packs, that's why it's listed the way it is. But the no remix as well is also 3 times money RP. But yeah. Going back to Transform Races for a moment, not to mention Transform Races is the only 2 times money RP opportunity. So that also makes it the least worthy in addition to having to note ins and outs on what vehicles are being used on every single map and stuff. But yeah. Obviously there's all kinds of different maps and all that stuff. However, the maps don't really matter obviously anywhere near as much, let's say, as the Transform Races. And yeah, no custom vehicles, from what I recall, are allowed, obviously, for Hunting Pack Remix. There's only really like one, or even like a couple out of story modes I can think of that have vehicle customization as an option. But yeah, probably the second best money opportunity for sure. And actually, I think you can win a match of Hunting Pack Remix, and you can actually unlock the Scramjet's trade price. But yeah, I think Vigilantes and Scramjets are used on this map. But yeah, I think you can play any match of Hunting Pack Remix particularly. You have to win it though, and like with Deadline, you have to win it in order to get the trade price. You have to win the game mode in order to get the trade price for the Scramjet. So if you don't have the Scramjet trade price, I suppose Hunting Pack Remix could be worth playing on this a single time. Besides for that, you might honestly just want to stick to the Freemode challenges. Since that's the only money opportunity that doesn't require going to another lobby whatsoever. But yeah, definitely would say I prefer Remix over the regular ones for sure. Since I believe you can unlock that trade price for the Scramjet if you do win a match of it. And yeah, obviously there's so many adversary modes in the game, it's so loaded full of adversary modes in this game. So now there's an actual like incentive for doing that mode for said trade price for the Scramjet. But finally, there's 3 times money in RP on the Freemode challenges, but I put them as events on the title, because they do refer to them as Freemode events at times. I don't know why they refer to it as Freemode challenges this time, but yeah. Hopefully it's clear enough what I mean with the title. But yeah. Really hard to say, honestly, much on those, since there is a lot of different ones on there. But yeah. Some good ones that come to mind for Freemode challenges. Criminal Damage, I'd say for sure, is the number 1. Hunt the Beast, I believe, is another good one as well. Especially if you can kill the Beast, which is probably way easier than getting all 10 checkpoints with the Beast, honestly. Even without the time of it appearing on like the radar every time collecting a checkpoint. And then honestly any checkpoint one really I think is some of the better ones as well for the Freemode challenges. So those are probably a couple of the few I look out for sure. All the rest of them are pretty mediocre, I'd say. I don't know, there's all kinds of Freemode challenges. There's quite the good ones and quite the bad ones for sure. Like, obviously there's simple ones like wheelies and stuff that don't really give a lot of money and stuff. There's also ones like Hot Property and stuff, more unique ones like Hot Property and all that. But yeah, by far I definitely think the best one is Criminal Damage. And I want to explain my strategy with Criminal Damage. Obviously I can't really show it off because it does require at least like 6 players in a lobby. And also you have to get the proper events in the first place. So you gotta deal with that randomness as well. But yeah. If ever you see a Criminal Damage, if you have a Savage or like some other explosive cannon vehicle, I recommend using any vehicle with like some really good explosive cannons in the game. And if you don't have one, just get like a laser from the military base. You can use the laser, obviously. But I highly recommend the Savage the most because it's a helicopter. Or even the Hydra would be good, having the VTOL capabilities for the Hydra. Hydra, Savage, Laser, those are basically the best couple of vehicles. And just go over to Fort Zancudo, blow up like all the different air vehicles there. You can get like an insane 875,000, I think, per vehicle you blow up there, I think, for air vehicles, and it's pretty insane. Not to mention you can also use your Secure Serve menu and spawn like buzzards and stuff. And that will add to the total as well. I don't know if you can use the Sparrow though. I don't know if you can use like the Sparrow, for example. But there's quite the ways for like the menus as well that you can add up to that amount as well. So Criminal Damage is definitely the best way I'd say for the Freemode challenges. Double money at 35,000 or even 70. 35 might be the double, 70. Probably doesn't go to 70,000 for the event. So actually it is 3 times money, so it should be higher than 35,000. Very good way to do that for sure. And I just saw it blink. Oh, I think I actually got it. The Cayo Perico, like a random event for the Cayo Perico pistol. I'll do that. But yeah, for those who don't know, there's like a chest in Old Rubio's office. I think you can get like a Cayo Perico pistol, which is like a single shot weapon. Similar to like the marksman pistol, but slightly better, I think. Yep, that's it. Sweet. Next time I do a finale, I can get the Cayo Perico pistol. So yeah, we'll go Sleeping Garden and you get that. Don't really care to do it for like another stream. I just decided to take it now because you gotta deal with the randomness stuff, like random events and stuff. I'm already at 7,007 bucks as well, and it's interesting. And it's the lightest. But yeah, next time I do finale, I'll definitely have to get the Cayo Perico pistol. Maybe that's the miscellaneous stream I can do, is get the combat shotgun and the Cayo Perico pistol. You know, the combat shotguns in like so many different possible spawn locations in the compound. And it'll probably require me killing more guards than I would want to as well, not to mention. But yeah, hopefully I explained my strategy of Criminal Damage good enough when it comes to the best way to take advantage of the Freemode events. But yeah, I forgot it was 3 times money, so I think the like 35,000 I mentioned was like double money, or it could even be 70. It could be even 70,000. The normal amount might be 35,000 actually. So if the normal amount for Criminal Damage is 35,000, the triple money amount could be upwards of 105,000 for Criminal Damage. If you win it, obviously, which would be used to air vehicles at Fort Zancudo, destroy them constantly, and then spawn like CO vehicles and stuff. You can very easily win it for sure. besides for that, the Beast and air checkpoints, I think, are a couple of the other good ones again. But yeah, finally I was able to get that, like, event, so now I can finally get the other 2 weapons for Cayo Perico Heist DLC. Obviously there's a military rifle, but there's also the Cayo Perico pistol and the combat shotgun. Which combat shotgun, I think you can... I don't think you have to do anything for that besides find the combat shotgun. But now that I have the key for the Cayo Perico pistol... Now that I have the key for the Cayo Perico pistol, now I can finally get that one. But yeah, that's it for money opportunities. So time to go over like the login rewards. I believe there's 4 clothing login rewards, but they're not new. I think they're all old ones. And yeah, another couple examples of Freemode challenges are Longest Wheelie Challenge and then Vehicle Stolen Challenge going off the Newswire. But yeah, criminal damage is definitely the top tier one, I'd say 100%. With that strategy I mentioned, that's definitely the best way to take advantage of the event. But yeah, obviously Cayo Perico is still basically the best thing to do, as it is for most event weeks. But yeah, there's like 4 Jock Cranley suits for just simply logging into the game. But yeah, logging in will get you the gold, silver, pink, and black Jock Cranley suits. So if you have not got those from previous login rewards, you can get those 4 Jock Cranley suits again. But yes, they've all been provided before from what I remember. I don't remember getting a single notification. I'm pretty sure I've owned all 4 of those in the past. So yeah, not new login rewards. I'm not going to go to the clothing store. Just mentioning that they're out there, obviously. And yeah, should just be discounts left to cover now. And yeah, I want to see. I'm gonna check my stream here. Alright, good. Was making sure no one was being an asshat with the ratings or some shit. But yeah. Oops, not foreclosures, but Dynasty 8. But yeah, there's 40% off of high-end apartment properties. One thing I wouldn't know about it is if it includes like the custom interiors. I don't know if you can get like the custom interiors at 40% off as well for the like the ones that are actually custom, the penthouse suite ones at the Eclipse Towers, those ones you can like change up the interior. I don't really think it would include that, but never know. They don't really ever mention that when it comes to that. Besides for that, 40% off high-end apartments is pretty self-explanatory. Besides for like changing interior for like the penthouses, of course, there's not really any other renovation I can think of. There's also 50% off all Mark II weapon upgrades. So yeah, any Mark II weapon upgrade you want to do for the event week will be half off. Some I highly recommend include the pump shotgun, since you can get explosive slugs on it. Same with the Heavy Sniper. Heavy Sniper Mark II, that one's a very good one as well for destroying like helicopters and stuff. Marksman Rifle Mark II, I recommend that one as well, because you can actually get like a holographic sight. You can turn like the Marksman Rifle Mark II to like a lock-on weapon. And it's probably like the most powerful weapon you can have in a game that has like a lock-on capabilities for when it comes to like an actual like proper gun in a game. And then another one I recommend, probably the final recommendation I highly have, is the Heavy Revolver Mark II. That one I believe has a guaranteed chance of setting enemies on fire. Other like incendiary like ammo cannot like have a guaranteed chance of setting enemies on fire. So it's like a chance, not guaranteed. Like with the Heavy Revolver Mark II, so those are a few good ones, I'd say. And yeah, obviously high-end apartments give you access to the original heists. So yes, the apartments can actually make you money with the original heist, but sadly all the fleets of job require 4 players, and yeah. Good luck getting 4 players that are actually good at the game if you don't have like friends and stuff. If you do, then great. And even then, they're highly outdated when it comes to payout and everything, so wouldn't really recommend it in that regard. And last but not least, there's only like 7 vehicle discounts. And yeah, I'm not including Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming is just the same as last week, so I'm not really going to be talking about Prime Gaming. Okay, I'm very confident in saying there's no vehicles from the Arena War website on discount. Yeah, I don't think Benny's has anything either. Elitist doesn't have anything as well, so I think the first one would definitely be Legendary Motorsport. And yeah, again, if something's Prime Gaming, I'm not really going to be talking about it. But yeah, I guess I'll briefly mention it, but in Sylvestra, for those who for some reason did not take advantage of the like 80% off the Sylvestra for Prime Gaming, it is an okay to decent vehicle, because it does have machine guns as an option if you have like an MOC Avenger Workshop, or like you can use the Arena as well, I believe. If you have like a weaponized mechanic, you can actually add like machine guns to Sylvestra, so that's pretty unique for that. One of few like weaponized vehicles on this website, actually. Just for some light little mentions of it. For more details on it, I did cover it on the last 7-week stream. Yeah, starting off, we have the Grotti Cheetah Classic. So it's at 865,000, it looks like it's 605,500. So it seems to be $260,000 in savings, and it's a 30% off discount. Most vehicles tend to be 40% off discounts, but this one's actually a 30% off discount. So do keep that in mind. And since it's really only useful for racing purposes, I will go over performance from Ruffy1322 spreadsheet. Obviously credit goes to him. But yeah, Cheetah Classic is a sports classic. But yeah, Cheetah Classic is second place for a lap time for the sports classic class, not including non-raceable options. So yeah, second place for a lap time, not including non-raceable options. And then Cheetah Classic's also 6th place for top speed, again not including non-raceable options. So very good performance, especially for lap time. Especially lap time performance is very good for the Sport Classic class, and literally it's 2nd place. So it's only beat by the Turismo Classic, and it's not even beat that much by the Turismo Classic necessarily. But yeah, 6th place top speed. For top speed, you're probably better off with another option, but just because it's number 2 for lap time, I'd say it's definitely one to consider for sure. And yeah, Cheetah Classic is definitely based on like some kind of like 3D universe version of the Cheetah. It's probably like the Vice City or like San Andreas Cheetah or something. If I were to take a guess, it's based on like Vice City or San Andreas Cheetah, no doubt. So it's kind of a cool reference to like the 3D universe GTAs as well, not to mention. Which is a huge theme with a lot of the classic vehicles. For sure. And then Lampadati to Casco. Normally seems to be 680,000. It looks like the slash price seems to be 680,000, and instead it's 408,000, so almost 300,000 in savings. And that's if you have the trade price. If you don't have the trade price, it will be a bit more because they did add trade prices to original heist vehicles. At some point they did, I remember. So yeah, 408,000 if you have a trade price. Pretty sure that's a muscle car, so we go into that performance section from roughly 1322 spreadsheet. But yeah, actually that might also be a sports classic vehicle as well. Alright, yeah, I think it's actually a sports classic as well. But yeah, going into lap time, the Casco is 15th place for lap time out of 44 different vehicles, so it is above average on its lap time, but it's not anywhere near the top 10. So since it's not top 10 material for lap time, I wouldn't get it for lap time. Top speed though for the Casco is actually in the top 10, actually being 8th place. So 8th place on top speed for the Casco, you might as well go more for like top 5 or top 3 obviously, but yeah. It can still be decent, I suppose, for top speed, so there's that. And only for like 400,000, it's not that much obviously, but yeah. I wouldn't recommend it anywhere near as much as the Cheetah Classic for sure, but not bad for top speed. So there seem to be the 2 new discounts for Legendary. The Cheetah Classic and then the Casco. And then Warstock has a couple discounts. Next free discounts will all be on Warstock. Again, Manchester Scout is a prime gaming discount at the moment, 40% off. Which was basically an extension on a regular event week discount from like a couple weeks ago, so this is the last week to get it on. This is the last week to get it on 40%, but yeah, you're only really saving like 90,000. It's a very laughable prime gaming discount, and as mentioned, it is #1 on top speed for motorcycle class now, not including non-raceable options. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to mention on that one, since I did go in more detail the last time, obviously. But yeah, I'll go over to Winky. Which the Winky is another 30% off discount, so just like the Cheetah Classic, that's a 30%. Casco's at 40%. But yeah, the Winky and then the Cheetah Classic are 30% off, not 40. But yeah, for those who want the trade price, you have to complete the Gather Intel mission. And to complete the mission, I believe you need every single like grappling hook. I believe you need like all the different grappling hooks, all the different like guard clothing. You basically need all the different like spawn locations for the different stuff you can use. That's how you complete the Gather Intel mission, I believe. So it's a very annoying trade price to get, unfortunately, I'd say, no doubt. Probably not really saving that much, and yeah, you might as well just do that one extra Cayo Perico Heist or whatever. But yeah, right now anywhere from $577,500 to $770,000. But yeah, Vapid Winky, unfortunately, aside for performance, aside for customizations, I don't think is really that good. Performance is really bad with the vehicle from what I recall hearing. I think it even dethrones the Dune Loader. I think it's the worst for autonomy and top speed, or at least one of them. And yeah, I think it's off-road for sure. But yeah, when it comes to raceable vehicles, when it comes to raceable off-road vehicles in the game, the Winky is 34th place out of 34 raceable vehicles. But there is 18 non-raceable vehicles, so if you include non-raceable vehicles, it probably isn't the worst. But yeah, obviously performance per lap time, not really anything to recommend about at all. It's terrible. And it's also 34th place for top speed, so I did remember right, it is literally worse than the Dune Loader, which is the previous worst from like day one of the game. So performance is absolutely shit for the Winky. It has a unique free seating capacity, which is kind of not something you see on a lot of vehicles. There's that, I suppose. And literally pretty much any other reason to get it, I'd say would be customization purposes. So really, Winky's not really a discount I'd really take advantage of, obviously, unless you like the vehicle. Such a joke that the vehicle is not, like, over 30% discount at this point, like, honestly. But yeah. But yeah, last two discounts are the Insurgents, not including the custom. They didn't mention anything about the custom, so I don't think the upgrade price is on discount. Plus, I think the upgrade price for the custom, I think the upgrade price for the pickup is only like 200,000 anyways, so it's not an expensive upgrade price to begin with. But yeah, regular Insurgent. Regular Insurgent is $405,000 instead of $675,000. So you're getting $270,000 in savings. Not really necessarily all that great, but yeah. can't really go wrong with it. Has a small, decent bit of explosive resistance. It can tank like a few RPGs and stuff. You can also throw like sticky bombs in it, even with it having like explosive resistance and stuff, which is pretty nice. Can't fully say that with the Insurgent Pickup Custom, depending on your like armor window, like modification things, of course. But yeah, I have a whole entire review and guide on the vehicle, along with the other variants of the Insurgent. And obviously you can refer to anyone else's review and guides as well. But yeah, I say Insurgent's at least more worth it than the regular pickup, if I remember right. But yeah, now that you can upgrade the pickup to the custom, as of like the last couple of years, the pickup is definitely quite more worth it if you intend on upgrading it. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have the price for the Insurgent pickup because it was a free vehicle at one point. However, I owned it before it was a free vehicle, so obviously there's no way for me to buy it, so the free, like, sale price of $0 is permanently on there. But yeah, pretty much every event week gets all glitched up, but it is actually on discount this week. And yeah, basically it's an Insurgent, but it has like a gun on it. However, you do get to upgrade it to the Insurgent Pickup Custom, which I highly recommend. And then when you get to the custom, it's way more worth it than the regular Insurgent. But yeah, I think as well, if you're inside the vehicle for the custom version of the Insurgent pickup, if you're in the custom version of it, I believe you do get more explosive resistance when you're inside. Since I think by that time they introduced like a new like type of armor into the game. But yeah, Insurgent Pickup Custom is still one of the like better like armored vehicles, let's say, in the game, actually, at least when it comes to explosive resistance. But yeah, I went over a lot of good things with the Insurgent Pickup Custom, so I'd refer to my review guide or anyone else's even. Like literally, I went over all three versions of the Insurgent. And yeah, Buzzard's not on discount, just switched up at the moment. It used to say free for those, I don't know why. For the longest time it's been saying like $0. Makes it seem like glitched up and all that. And when it comes to the Insurgent for performance, the performance for the Insurgent for lap time is 19th place for lap time for off-road class. And then the Insurgent is 25th place for top speed. And that's for raceable vehicles only, so yeah, performance not really that good for the Insurgent. And honestly, customization's not really that good, but just for that explosive resistance and stuff, I say it's worth it. And the last two discounts are on Southern. And again, Slam Truck is a prime gaming discount. And yeah, I explained it. But yeah, I really don't recommend getting this vehicle on a 35% off discount. I'd wait for a better prime gaming discount or like a better general discount. Because you would think looking at it has a really good purpose, but it really doesn't. You would think you could press like right on the D-pad if you have a vehicle above like the ramp, and then you can like have it on there, but that's not how it works at all. The vehicle has like hydraulics and stuff, And that's really it. It really just has hydraulics. You can't really actually place the vehicle on there. Like, yes, you can drive the vehicle on there, you just can't, like, actually stick it to the vehicle. So if you do put a vehicle on there, you have to drive really carefully. Still more useful than a lot of vehicles in the game, I suppose, in the very slightest bit, but yeah. And it's good performance for the utility class, but that's not a very popular class for new vehicles and stuff anyways. So that's just some quick mentions with Slam Truck. And yes, it's the last week to get it for those who for some reason want to get it, but I really don't recommend it aside for performance. But yeah. Obey on this. But yeah, you obey on this. Sadly, I don't have the regular price. Oh wait, actually I do. It is 701,000 normally. I just don't have the discounted price for 40% off because I have it for free. Because I have Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, I have the vehicle for free. So yeah. Basically, it's not worth it because you can get it for free with the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. And yes, I know the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack itself is not really worth it, I know that. But if you don't mind spending a bit extra on the game or whatever, you can get the Enterprise Starter Pack, and you can even get like a Megalodon, like Shark Card or something. Or even a Great White. I would think you could get like a Great White as well, I think. But yeah. I'm pretty sure normally the starter pack is like $40 or something. Or at least it was when it first came out. So if you buy it with like a Megalodon, you're kind of getting like a $60 Megalodon Shark Card. Or if you're getting like a Great White, it's kind of like a $10 Great White if you can get like the $50 like Great White, for example. So if you use the like Enterprise Starter Pack as an excuse to get like one Shark Card throughout the entire life of this game or something, I suppose it could be worth it to get the Starter Pack and get the vehicle for free instead of 40%, but yeah. So I'm just saying, for really any percent side for free, it's not really that good because you can get it for free anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a sport car. But yeah, Obey Omnis. Obey Omnis for lap time is 52nd place for the sport class out of 77 different vehicles. So yeah, below average for sure on its lap time. And in 61st place for top speed for the Omnis. It's like 9 places worse for top speed even. And again, that's between like 77 vehicles. So performance isn't really good at all. You really only want it for customization reasons, I'd say. So yeah, I definitely want to get the starter pack just for the Omnis. Honestly, I can't really recommend the starter pack unless you want like a cheaper Shark Card though, to be completely honest. But yeah, there's also versions of the game I think that come with a download code for it as well. So yeah, it's kind of expensive if you get it like through the actual game, but if you get it like as an actual retail copy, I think it's not that bad. I would think at least. But yeah, the free vehicle for the week is the Lampadati Tropos Rally. That one's 816,000, it seems normally. But for the rest of the event week, it's actually a free vehicle. So you can't complain about a free vehicle when it comes to like price, obviously. Yeah, I'll have to look into the performance. I'm reviewing the spreadsheet. But yeah, Tropos Rally for lap time is 49th place. 49th place out of 77 different vehicles. So yeah, Tropos Rally is a couple placements better for lap time than the Omnis, but yeah, not really good at all. Maybe at one time, obviously, it was really good, but not anymore. Tropos Rally for top speed, though, is 42nd place. And even if you include the non-raceable vehicles, it's an above average top speed. Its top speed's not very good at all, though. 42nd place, nowhere near the top 10, top 5, or even top 3. So yeah, really again, you really want it for customizations. And yes, I want to let the vehicle pass. I know it's free and I don't have one, I'm pretty sure, obviously, but I'm not going to get it, just because the performance is really bad. So sorry, but yeah. Like the mouse is doing, you get the middle finger, because you don't perform good. And then, yeah, MTL Dune. I might actually buy one of these, actually. I'd rather get that than a Slam Truck on Prime Gaming, to be completely honest, because I am like buying a lot of Pegasus vehicles right now. Okay, so it actually gets more expensive depending on the livery you get, apparently. But yeah. Finally, last but not least, MTL Dune on 40%. Instead of 1.3 million for the Globe Oil version, it's 780,000. And instead of 1,385,000 for the Fukaru Rally, it's 831,000. But yeah. This one's like off-road or something. I think it is off-road if I remember. Okay. I guess it's not off-road, it might be like service. Though I think you can actually use it in off-road races. I think I remember using it in off-road race. I think I definitely recall using it in off-road races before. So yeah, I think it is a service vehicle. Yeah, service vehicle. And service only has 10 vehicles in the entire class. But yeah, for lap time to Dune for a service vehicle, it's number 1 lap time for the service class for lap time. And then it's number 2 for top speed for the service class, right behind the taxi. So number 1 lap time, number 2 top speed for the service class, going off a roughly 1322 spreadsheet. However, there's only 10 vehicles in the service class, and the service class is like a main vehicle class. Not very many DLC vehicles have been added to the service vehicle class. But yeah, believe it or not, I'm gonna buy it. And I might actually sell my nightclub so I can buy the other version off stream. But yeah, that is going to be it for this event week stream. Next stream is probably going to be my Reddit Online event week stream. Though I don't know. I could go for the Cayo Perico pistol and the combat shotgun on stream, I suppose. I could maybe do a Cayo Perico grinding stream. Cause yeah. Cause yeah. I've been pretty bored with Cayo Perico, like after that, like after that 1.5 times on primary target, I haven't really played much Cayo Perico aside for the latest review and guide I did that was starting over time after that. So yeah, maybe I'll do more Cayo Perico Heist, maybe I'll do a stream doing, for the Cayo Perico pistol at minimum, maybe also a combat shotgun. But yeah, that's really the only miscellaneous stream I really have planned besides for like event week streams, since I've pretty much done all my streaming ideas for the most part. Unless I were to just randomly grind a game at times, but I don't really care to do that. And like I said, I do have a video in the works. I actually got all 6 casino story missions done already. And I did manage to squeeze the footage in one part. No, it's almost a whole entire hour, so it's almost at the maximum Share Factory allows for uploading. But yeah, that one's entirely text, no like audio whatsoever. Still gotta work on all the text. But yeah, that's a thing I might be releasing later this week. Some video for the casino story missions, for my contact mission content series. And yeah, after that, there's only 2 sets of contact missions I think we'll have to cover in that series. But yeah, I think I basically mentioned any plans I have right now, for the most part. That's fine, that'll be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.